bag for a little bit over about 2 months now. I wanted to see the pros and the cons so that I can tell you guys a lot about this bag that I love and then a couple things about this bag that I hate. So if you're interested in my opinions, then just keep on watching. Now before we dive into the rest of this video, I just have to say super quickly as a disclaimer that this channel is for everyone who already knows me from previously. I do have a main channel, I'll link it down below, but this channel, it's all for funsies and it's basically to share my knowledge about purses and luxury designer fashion, things affordable, where to buy them and stuff like that. So if you're interested or if you missed out on links and stuff, just feel free to message me on Instagram. I'll have everything down below. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. Previously, I have made a couple videos talking about the Chanel Classic Flap and going really into just full depth review about the facts and why I love the bag and everything. But unfortunately, on my main channel, a lot of people were reporting my videos, and so sadly it got taken down. And this one, it's a new baby of mine to my new collection, and I just wanted to talk about some things. So as you can already tell, to be honest, so this is the Chanel Classic Flap medium in gold hardware with lambskin. So in the past 2 months that I have used this bag, it's definitely been interesting. I noticed that I am very safe about my bag. Like I feel like I am always watching out and putting it down, you know, more cautiously, just because on the Chanel Classic Flap it does not have feet. If you are familiar with Aspinall of London, they have a bag that is with also either caviar or I believe also lambskin, and they have feet, which I love about their bags. But with this one, I think the hardest thing about keeping this bag like in well-maintained shape is the fact that this is what gets hit everywhere you go. If you place it down somewhere, this is the first thing that is going to get ruined if you are not cautious with the bag itself. Another thing that is also not really my favorite about this bag is the fact that this right here, okay, hits onto the clasp and it's so easy to just get damaged. Like for me, I still have, I kept the little, what is this called? I kept the little film that it comes to protect the hardware right here, just so that it doesn't really scratch the surface of the metal, because on the other Chanel Classic Flap that I did have that was in the caviar, it was always getting scratched and it just really annoyed me because I just didn't like the fact that you could definitely tell the scratches, which again, over time, it's going to wear down, it's going to have a lot of issues. So it's not like it's a big thing that I was, you know, being bothered with. It's definitely not like an everyday bag per se. Like I were to choose to go full time with an everyday bag between either caviar or lambskin, I definitely go caviar. It's a lot more durable, it's a lot more easier to use, and you're not so worried about it being ever like scratched up. But I just love the look of lambskin. Like it's just so elegant, it's so pretty. Like I feel like it just makes every outfit just like more elegant, even when you're not trying as well too, which I think is such a pretty design of this bag. Right now, I do believe that this bag is retailing for a whopping like $8,000 to $9,000, which is so insane because you can even buy pre-loved, and the pre-loved bags I feel like are even more expensive, which is so insane to me. Honestly, in this day and age where we are going into like this deep recession, buying bags right now I feel like was not really the smartest thing, to be honest, because I feel like there's two sides right now, where you have the people who are like spending their money like crazy, and then you have the other people who I feel like are saving their money, but they're like trying to sell everything like crazy. And I'm kind of like in between. Like I feel like last year I was just buying a whole bunch of stuff and spending my money and just being very reckless. I definitely need to better my finances. So coming forward to this year, I am definitely doing a lot better with just saving my money, selling things that I'm not using, because honestly, I don't really think people need that many bags in their closet. So I am downsizing, and I'm kind of selling the bags that I'm not really like a fan of, that I'm not really using much. So that's kind of like where my head's at right now. But back to the bag though, like I also realized, so I did in the beginning, I took off this little flap right here that protects the zipper, and the first week when I was using this bag, you can kind of already see it here, but it was leaving these like scratch marks on this leather part, which I really did not want it to get damaged. So I put it back on just for safekeeping because I didn't want it to honestly get ruined or anything like that. I've only used this fairly, to be honest, not that long, and I try my best not to really use it every single day, but this is the inside of the bag, and just, it's very well kept. I do want to try to get like an organizer so that I could use it in the middle, but right now I just have like even a hair clip. I'm kind of scared that it's gonna end up scratching the insides of the bag. So there's a couple things, you know, like I think it's such a gorgeous bag, but I also typically carry quite a lot of things with me on a daily basis. So I feel like for myself, whenever I am using this bag, it's not the best like handy dandy convenient type of bag, to be honest. And then if I just put, for example, so this is like a little mini card pouch that I have like my car keys and stuff in, and then I'll have like a hair clip inside like I was showing you from before. If I just put like my iPhone in here with those 3 items, I feel like it's already taking up quite, oh my gosh, a lot of space if you can't tell. And that's usually kind of like my issue right here, which is like I put like my lipstick, my lip gloss that I have sometimes, and I'm trying to think of like other things. My little card wallet, I always have to like switch and downsize my wallets because the more that I switch my bags, like some of my bags, they actually don't really fit into the other bags, so I always have to switch back and forth. But other than that though, I think it is, again, it's a very gorgeous bag, and by all means, I think it's definitely one of my favorite bags out of everything that I have and I own, to be honest. But even another thing is like having the straps on my shoulders. By the way, I'm a little bit out of breath because I just came home from grocery shopping and I just had to carry a bunch of groceries inside, and I haven't caught my breath. I feel like anytime when I put like this on my shoulder, unless the bag is heavy and full to the max, it will weigh down on your shoulders and it will sometimes like hold itself very easily. But if not, I feel like sometimes if I'm like moving and there's not much in here, it'll kind of like slip off my shoulder, which it gets kind of annoying. And I'm the type of person that I don't really like anything on my shoulder unless it's like a tote bag or something. So then I would typically have to wear it like crossbody, which it's not a big deal. Like I think crossbody looks better. For the Chanel Classic Flap, I feel like it's just prettier when you wear it over the shoulder because it's more elegant. I did also watch this video on YouTube where this girl learned how to like flip and make her bag turn into like this backpack, which I did try, which was so insane because to wear it as a backpack, even though it's this size, I was like shocked because it worked. And I was like, wow, like it actually really fit on my back as like a little mini backpack bag. So that was cool. And what's funny is I've actually tried to record this video and get this out a couple weeks ago, but you know, with the New Year's and work and everything, it just really didn't happen in the best way that I really wanted it to. I really wanted to go like full detail, in depth about like everything that was going on, the goals for the New Year's, and also if you've made it this far, introducing a giveaway that I will be giving away. So I will kind of cut through and then also like put the other video because I kind of went into full depth of just like explaining the giveaway and the details and everything like that. But basically I'm going to be giving away a Chanel wallet on chain in black caviar, and I haven't really opened it up besides when I was showing you guys in the previous video that I will insert here in a little bit. But it's completely brand new and still fully wrapped up and everything, and it's going to be gold caviar hardware. Ugh. It's gonna be caviar with gold hardware, and I just wanted to say just honestly thank you, because as a new channel I know it's typically a lot harder to grow and trust people, but also it's really hard for me because I am also like not the best like consistent person, in which I am really trying to be, but I feel like it's so much harder running 2 channels, to be honest, and it's even harder than that to maintain like a beauty like bag luxury channel, in which I feel like it's not my like, you know, forte, to be honest, but I feel like it's definitely something that I do enjoy and I love talking about. That, you know, sometimes I feel like I wish my main videos on my main channel didn't get, you know, taken down, and if anything, if I do have the old videos, maybe what I can do is honestly like,
and I just feel like if I'm gonna have a bag, and I want to make sure I have like it can fit all the things that I want to put in, and I just feel like the wallet on the chain, this one just was more appealing to me for my wardrobe and the things that I personally carry. The wallet on the chain just was pretty small, and for a couple $100 you could just get the mini. But yes, this is the size comparison. These are probably my babies. Like, they will literally probably get passed down to my daughter. Like, I love these bags, and I think they're like timeless. They will be in my collection for a while. These are bags, they were very trendy, but I just also feel like these bags are bags that'll be around for a while, like years to come. And these bags are gonna age very, very well if you take care of them, and from like years from now, these will be great vintage pieces. So yeah, I mean, that's it for this bag. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, you can comment down below. You can DM me. I'll just make sure that I answer those questions for you. But yeah, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and come back each week for new updates and uploads and all that. Sure.
The last thing that I wanted to mention are the dust bags. Now, up until a few years ago, the Hermès dust bags used to be orange. The most recent ones are now this color. This is the real dust bag, and this is the fake. And although the fabric and the pattern looks very similar, once you actually hold it in your hand, you'll notice that the real one is heavier, it's thicker, whereas the fake one is actually much thinner, it's smoother, and it's quite limp. If we take a closer look at the logos here, the real one, first of all, has a double circle on the outside. And when you look at the finer details, you'll notice that the font for the H is different. Also, the circle surrounding the H is different as well. The line underneath the horse and the carriage, there are 2 lines under the real one, and in fact in this one there's only 1 single line. In addition to that, there are much more finer details that you can see for the horse, the carriage, that are just not present in the fake dust bag. Some other things to